Let me show you how I made this cute pool bag from a towel I found at IKEA. First of all, you want to pick out your towel, pause and screenshot for all the measurements. You will need a towel and some fabric for your lining. The towel I used measured 28 inches by 55 inches, and I did use all of it, so just make sure yours is around the same size or a little bit bigger. Cut out all of your pieces, and the first thing we're going to work on is that front pocket. I purposely cut my square, making sure that the top was already finished, so I just serged the short ends, and then I ironed those ends down, creating a memory fold for later. This is where I decided to add my tag. If you want to, it looks really cute here. Grab your first body piece, find the center, and pin the pocket onto the bottom, and you're going to sew the sides and the bottom in place. And once that's done, we're going to start constructing the bag. First, by sewing our bottom piece onto that body piece we sewed the pocket onto, making sure these are right sides together. Open up that bottom piece you just sewed and place the other body piece onto this and sew together, of course, making sure right sides are together. Next, grab your side pieces, pin those onto the bottom piece, which is pretty much just like the middle of what we have sewn. You're going to do this to both side pieces on both sides and sew those in place. Once you have that done, you will need to sew your pieces together to essentially close the bag. It's kind of hard to explain, so it's easier just to watch. If this video is a little bit confusing, I do have a full tutorial on making this exact bag pinned to my profile where I do explain it a little bit better. But you're pretty much just pinning the sides to the body and then sewing that in place. I always like to start from the bottom, working my way to the top of the bag. This just helps in case the fabric kind of shifts on you. You'll be able to cut it off of the top. And once you have that done, let's move on to our straps. Fold in half and press with your iron, and then open them. Fold those ends to the center like so. And then you're gonna fold it once more to completely hide those raw edges. And next you're gonna top stitch. Now I cut my towel ends and used those for my ties for my bag. I just thought it was a cute way to kind of keep the yellow. And here I am just pinning them to the middle of the bag. And I will sew that in place. This is also when I will be pinning my straps. I measured these. These ended up being like 3.5 inches from the side seam inwards. And I found that that has been the perfect placement. Sew them in place and go over it a few times to really reinforce that seam. Now I'm making my key holder. This is a hardware that I used. Same concept that I did with my straps. And you can put this really anywhere you want on your bag. I didn't record it, but for the lining, you want to construct it in the same way that we did with our towel fabric. Once you have those done, insert the towel part of the bag into your lining, making sure that these are right sides together. Pin them in place, matching up all of your seams. And then you are going to sew all around the top, leaving about a 3-inch gap, and this is where we will be turning it right sides out. And once it is right sides out, push the lining fabric back inside the towel, find that opening we left and pin it in place. And now you're ready to top stitch along the top. This will close that opening that we left. When you're sewing over the straps and the ties, make sure that the straps are away from the fabric. And for the key holder, you actually want to make sure that it is facing down. This will keep it inside the bag. And once you are done with that, tie your ties into a cute bow to close your bag. And you have made the cutest pool bag for the summer using a cute towel, and this will literally fit everything you need.